This is a demonstration of the phone and contacts on the HTC Incredible. How to make a phone call, dial pad, recent items, contacts, and favorites. Let's start by pressing the phone button on the desktop. As you can see, this opens up the phone dialer so we can dial a call. Above the dialer are a list of recent callers. You can scroll up and down in the list of recent callers by simply swiping your finger at the top portion of the window. You'll notice that this drags up and down the list of recent callers. If there were more callers than what can fit in this list, you would be able to scroll up and down among the list of callers as much as your phone will actually hold. So as with any other application, you can also hit the back arrow with the return key in order to go back to the main menu, or you could press the home key. So let's go ahead and go back into the phone dialer here. To make a phone call, it's pretty straightforward. Obviously, you have the dialer here, so let's say we want to dial our voicemail. We would just go *86 and call. This will bring up our voicemail, and it shows you the person who you're calling, gives you more options such as muting yourself, speakerphone, and the call, more contacts, and then your dial pad should you need it. You'd press this button right here for the dialer. This is handy for things like the voicemail where you'd actually need to dial at a certain prompt, or if you're calling an IVR. And then of course end the call, ends the call. And then now it will appear in your list of recent callers as being somebody that you tried to call. Notice that the two arrows here are different. This one means that somebody tried to call but you missed the call, and then this one means that you actually called and got a hold of somebody, in this case the voicemail. Another way you can call somebody is if they are in your list of recent callers, you could or people you've recently called, you could always tap on the person you do want to call back. So if you tap on voicemail here, that'll call voicemail again. End the call. At any point too, if you have if you have somebody in a list of recent callers and they're not on your contact list, you can also add them to the contact list by pressing one of these plus signs next to it. If they're in your contact list, the plus sign will not be there. However, you can just hit the plus sign and it'll give you the option to save to your people, which is your contact list. So you can choose to create a new contact or save to an existing contact, both of them self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and create a new contact here. You can choose which contact list you want to save to. In this case, we'll just choose phone for now. And then it gives you all the options. You can use your finger to scroll down and then hit save. In this case, we're going to hit cancel. Then that person would show up in the list as a contact. Say, for example, you hit plus, create a new contact, phone. We'll just tap in here. We'll type in my name. Hit OK. You can tap this button right here to change the type of phone number it is. So in this case, we'll say work. And then you can hit the return key to get rid of the dial pad menu and just hit save. Now you'll notice that it'll change to the contact, and then the contact symbol will appear here now. If you just want to quickly see the list of recent callers, you can also hit this button over here next to call to the left of call, the dial pad button, and that'll toggle on and off your dial pad so you can actually see the full list of callers. You can also press the menu key here, which will give you more options. The people will take you directly to your list of contacts. Speed dial will take you to a list of speed dials. Phone settings will take you to the settings for the phone. Call history will take you also to this list, so it'll show all the call history here. You'll notice when you go into one of those modes, you get this menu, like a lot of other menus on this particular phone, the HTC, always has this slide bar on the bottom that will allow you to quickly flip between related applications. So in this case, you'll notice that there are your list of contacts, groups, online directories, and then the call history. If you want to go back to the previous menu or the dialer, you just hit the return key and that takes you right back to the dialer. Obviously that gets a little complicated, but that's just a quick way to flip between things. If at any time you get lost, you can always just press the home key and that'll take you right back to your desktop so you can start over again. So let's go ahead and go into the contacts. You can just hit the people icon here, or you can, let's go back here, you can hit the launcher icon and go to people if it's not on your desktop. Scroll up, look for people, and then go that way. Either way it'll get you there. As you can see, it took us back into the quick list here, the slide bar that allows you to flip between the different things.